Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our discussion, and today we are going to unwrap an issue to do with the offshore world, where the money which is being stolen, which has been allegedly stolen through corruption, how money which has been stolen is taken to these countries. So let us unwrap this topic. Enjoy.
Yeah. So guys, have you ever wondered how the super rich, the wealthy, actually hide their money? We are talking of the 1%, and these people may be criminals, maybe politicians, drug dealers, such people who hide their money. Have you ever wondered how they hide their money? So our interest was caught by what have been happening. There was recently the news of a governor in Kenya who was caught in United Kingdom, where he had allegedly gone to hide some money. And this made us to ask ourselves, how do these people hide the money? And after going through a lot of blogs and articles, we saw that there's this world they call the offshore world. So this world is like a secret world, a secret financial world, where it provides anonymity to these wealthy people. Let's say a politician through illegal means earns a lot of money. He hawezi peleka pesa kwa bank like KCB or Equity, or because it will be detected. People will know. Tracked, yeah. People can even audit. We have auditing firms in Kenya. Yes. So what these people do, they usually approach proxies. These are anonymous organizations in countries which are the tax haven, such as Panama Island, Dubai, and we have even Singapore. These countries usually provide you don't pay much taxes there. So what they do, they go and find a service provider, a proxy there. When they buy offshore for them, they give them fake directors, name of fake directors. So managers, secretaries. Yeah. So they actually have a company running in countries such as Dubai without their name on the paper.
So it's very, very difficult for people to know if this institution or this firm is suspicious.
It is very difficult to know. Maybe the president, maybe the minister here, or the governor owns companies abroad. But you'll see these people flying with choppers, and you'll see them. I don't want to mention name. There's an ex-governor who is usually rolls around with a Lamborghini Urus. You wonder how these people are able to afford certain things like Lamborghinis. But their salary is known. So this world is a very secret world. And the Pandora Papers was exposed through a consortium of journalists. These are like the investigative journalists who came to discover. They got this leakage of papers which were exposing the financial secret, how they were hiding the money offshore. So what's your take on this matter?
So as far as the public finances are concerned, there have been suspected loopholes, siphoning of public finances, but there have never been a solution whereby we can argue that this amount of money was taken to a certain bank through this day, certain time, and who was the accountant, who was the teller of that bank. So it is very difficult. It has been very, very difficult for the government, for even the public, to account for the lost money. But this is it has raised a lot of questions to the public to know where this money goes to.
And also, I can add something.
Yes, sure.
Do you know these people in power are cutting deals behind these ministries?
Yes.
There is a booming business of tenders. Let's say there is a person in a rich country, maybe let's say Chinese, because they are rich. They want a tender. Or there's somebody maybe in a Indian company, they want a tender to manage one of the institution in Kenya, or one of the establishment in Kenya. What do? They approach politicians in Kenya, and then they tell them, give us a tender. So if that tender will be maybe worth, let's say maybe it's an airport or it's a highway, if the tender is worth maybe 30 billion or 100 billion, they tell the politician, I will pay you 5 billion, I'll give you 5 billion clean, and you give them the tender and they will earn, they still earn, it's a win-win. They will earn 95 billion, you will earn your 5 billion or whatever you can agree. So, and how do they keep this money? You know, you cannot be given by somebody that maybe 10 billion and then you go keeping the money in the bank in Kenya. You will be detected. People will start asking.
Do you think they open so many accounts?
Yeah, they usually, even there's technology of crypto and Bitcoin. You know, crypto can be transferred from one place to another anonymously. This is a unique coin. You cannot know who is sending money, and that's why terrorists have been using Bitcoin and crypto to donate people who want to support the terrorists in other countries. They usually do that. There are people who have been caught by CIA in London for allegedly sending billions of money in crypto to terrorists who are terrorizing people. So they need proxy, secret accountants, people who will help them start let's say, and it has also been revealed, you know, when you get your, let's say you get your 10 billion clean, you find that proxy, he has his own money, the crypto, in crypto, he'll take that money, or he will help you deposit your money into the crypto slow by slow, and then transfer that money. Once he receives that money, maybe he's based in a country like Dubai or Singapore or New York, what he will do, he'll go find a penthouse in the middle of New York where visitors usually flock. And this penthouse, you get maybe 2 floors or 5 floors. And these floors are not rented. So what they do, they write that these are maybe accommodation for tourists. And then when you write it's an accommodation for tourists, you can even guess, open an account book and guess maybe a rich tourist came today and slept here and guess a figure. You know, so that rather than renting it at a particular amount, they allow it to stay like vacant and say that it's for visitors who come, rich visitors. And that's a loophole to now clean that money, to clean that money that was stolen. And that company is not even in your name, it is given fake director's name, and then this money, usually you have benefit to it. So you are the one controlling it, you are buying yacht. So
it primarily mean that they also do not pay taxes.
They don't pay taxes at all, because this is a secret world. And also there's also how people are asking, where do this money come from? It can come from these tenders, cutting deals, like I've explained. It can also come from ghost workers. You know, maybe a governor in a county employs ghost workers and pays salary to ghost workers. Where do you put that money? Offshore. You cannot employ ghost workers and then you keep that money in your account. You know, it will raise a lot of red flags. And also there's also using the corruption scandal. There've been a lot of scandal, the NIS scandal, there's been a lot, and in these cases they usually use somebody there, maybe a cleaner, to, you know, as a decoy to interrupt people. But the real case, they are transporting that money, they are through proxies. Also printing, selling guns, you know,
selling guns, drugs,
and a lot of dirty deals. So I mean, I like even Kenyans to be aware that there is such thing that exists about the offshore world. They are politicians, might be, and if you start seeing a politician flaunting luxurious life, somebody is an MCA but he has a chopper, somebody was elected one-time MCA is now rolling down with a Lamborghini Urus, has a chopper. Just know there's something that exists, they called offshore world. Or what can you add on that matter?
Apparently, I will just say that you know what you deposit is what we withdraw. So we will not expect a person who is employed by the government and is paid maybe 200k to make some certain huge amounts of money that can fit a very huge room. And accessing so many expensive vehicles, expensive choppers. So that raises an eyebrow, it raises questions. to us. So that simply means that there is a deal, there is a tender that is trying to being cut on, and there is something that is going on that is not very known by the government. Actually, tunaweza sema kwamba I will just say that I think that in the housing units, the housing units that have been constructed, I personally think that it is not very clear, smooth run.
True.
Because remember, if I'm the one who is constructing that house, personally, if I'm very well known that I usually see from public finances.
True.
I'll just look for someone who provides cement and provide what is materials, all the materials.
Construction.
Yeah.
Transport to the even site, construction site.
Yeah. So nitaenda through that person and nipate hizo the materials.
And maybe fake.
Yeah.
For example, if a cement of bag usually cost 500 or 600, you just tell them to write a bag of cement was costing 2,000. You know, the extra money.
Yeah, that's the extra money, because I don't want it to be tracked by the DCI, to be tracked by the
even the Auditor General not to account it.
Yeah, sure. So, I'll just take it to the offshore accounts. Yeah, basically that was our discussion. My name is Cleme Karuga.
And my name is Candid, and of course, if you want other maybe podcasts concerning how the political world works, and also the government and policy issues, how this world work, we should dissect such issues. And we'll be shocked. Sometimes we'll be talking of cases of Pandora. Sometimes we'll be talking about corruption scandals. Sometimes we'll be talking about immigrants, how the government is taking people to work overseas, and and why the reason why. I mean, a lot of things. Why there is war in Haiti? Is the USA trying to sell guns to through Kenya? Or we'll be exposing a lot, but you'll be shocked. But please engage in such discussion, because I say if you engage in political discourse, that will help us to go on the right track, and will tell, and the message will reach home, that and the politician will know that we know what usually happens, and they'll be they'll also be feared.
So thank you for that comment, Candid Bill. So I will just thank you for our viewers. Just go and watch. This is our take. Go and think about that. I give you a comment there. Thank you.